Good morning, first evil. You are the first. I think today we're just gonna go straight into the runs. Hey, Spitfire. Hello. And if there are lurkers out there, hi to you as well. Hopefully Tuesday treating everybody nicely. Of course, it might be like late night on a Monday if you're in the States, or evening in Australia, mate. Hey, Naughty Joa. We were really close last time. I did some comparisons and checked out the world record run, which is actually 8:06 and not 8:11, which just for some reason we lost those splits. So we got a 8:06 by being 4 or 5 seconds ahead when we made it to World on Fire, and then we lost half a second there compared to this time that we're comparing now. And now we've been, like, our best time has been 9 seconds ahead of the pace when we get to the last level, and we should have like a maybe 3-second faster time on that one as well. It's definitely doable. Basically, we need to be... Hey, Schwarzenegger. Welcome, welcome. We need to be 7 seconds ahead when we make it to the last level. I think we can squeeze those 4 seconds. I'm not sure, but I think so. I think it has like a second pass through. The world record has a 4th pass and only loses half a second. Oh, it will be close. Be right there. That'll be interesting. Oh, I think I started it for 2. Reset. Hello. Andy. Everybody's up. What time is it for you guys? I thought everybody would be working. It's Tuesday. By the way, we are doing NES tomorrow as a morning stream as well. Forgot to make a save state to the main menu. 11 o'clock. All right. It's noon for me. About to go to sleep. You can chill for a round or two. Well, I appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by. I did check out this first screen, like the trick where you fall directly down, and I don't think like that gives you like that big of an advantage, so I'm not gonna do that. Oh, really? That's cool. I'm jealous. Should probably start the timer too if you're doing speedrunning. But congrats on that. Probably the game volume is too high. But I have no chance to fix it now. This next. It's added difficulty. Uh-oh. It worked. Oh, that was good. That's probably more like it. Okay. Turn, jump. That was a good kill on the green guy. Stream starting is still on the screen. I'm fucking everything up. But thanks for letting me know. That I won't be able to just quickly tap on. Oh, well, there we go. At least now we can fix all this sound thingies, intro thing. All right. Technically, you could time it afterwards, but it just creates a little bit of credibility that it's running there all the time. You know, it's harder, maybe fake it, even though like I could be just running a video and then pretending that I'm playing top of that. But I think that would actually be harder, because I can't remember if I do stuff like this during the run. And you can see what inputs I give. And I guess, well, Am could be recorded too, and then I could just talk over it. I don't know, that seems like a lot of work. I want to start faking runs. Watched so many videos of people getting caught. Some people like really go in depth finding out those guys. But welcome to Reboot as well. Go. Okay. I should be dropping down faster, but it's very risky. I mean, guy's hands were up, so that's like the norm for me. If I'm a little bit faster, he doesn't get to raise his arms, but if he gets to lower his arms, that robot on the bottom, then it means that I've been lower than usual. Not too much, but still. That's a really good start. Hey, Koch-Galaxon, welcome. I think, like, if we get that fast start, it makes that glitch kill or glitch death happen. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a delay, just so I don't get it. If we get this lower start, it doesn't happen. Weird thing too. There's a lot of uncertainty with how I executed that. Get to your comment. I would feel a little bit, you know, disingenuous if I did that, but I guess that's just still legit. Like, the timer is there to help the verifiers verify it. I just, you know, it'd be nice to have it live. Five seconds, okay. That's really, really good. Okay, good. Just need the balloon skippity-doo. Okay, world record pace. I'll take it. Yeah, I can see that. I'm getting a little bit scared because we haven't really been running the second run of today, and it's like going super well. Usually I need a couple of runs to kind of get my adrenaline in order and all that. Oof, fortunate drop there. Shit. Ah, well, that's it. If I don't do this quickly enough, I will run out of speed for the next stage, so we can't do the glitch. Yeah, I was very, very nervous. I don't really like getting on too good of a pace early on. I would like to get like not that good of a run to the last level, maybe even finish that, and then your heart rate settles a little bit. Doesn't feel as bad when you get there the second time. That was yeah, that was a really, really good pace. And it seems that we have like created this new issue with something that's not even difficult, but it's very time sensitive, because you can't fuck that up, because if you do, the delay is too much and then you miss out on the glitch in the next stage. Yeah, I always check to make sure that the timer starts at the right moment. I mean, frame counting this is pretty difficult because you have that kind of... The start screen isn't all that, you know... It's not necessarily clear when you're pressing start. Well, I guess it starts to fade at that moment.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Halset, welcome, welcome. A lot of people say that this reminds them of Rick Dangerous. The only thing kind of for me is that it has like this single screen scrolling thing going on. But Rick Dangerous has those screens where you climb up a lot. Getting better at killing that dude like that. I mean, we know that we can save half a second with the far more difficult strats, but I don't know. Maybe I'll end up regretting not doing it when we do get the time and it's half a second past sub 8. Yeah, just, didn't used to struggle that much with the with that shot. Level 3. It shouldn't be where the run ends for sure. Oh, what a awesome start! That was amazing. And now we got the first fast start for that too. So we're probably going to have to take that little itsy-bitsy delay. Judging by the numbers, that was really fast too. Take that little bit of a delay so we don't get the weird glitch skill kill where the clock kind of respawns one part of it. I don't know why I have the tendency of wanting to kill that that clock. Damn, that is a great first stage. I think it's because in the question mark category, where you take the question marks, I kill myself with the 9 above, and I kill that clock when I go past it. This run, you don't kill it. So it's confusing. Yep, notice that. Too early of a jump, and collect the heart that way. I thought this guy would get stuck if you keep pressing against the wall, but apparently he keeps running. I don't know what I did differently when I tested it. Just noticed it yesterday that, hey, you can actually... Do you have to kill that guy, by the way? Could you just jump past it and save the lightning there? It would be much easier. He even shoots, yeah, like Rick Dangerous, the second game. Now we didn't get it. Kind of want to see once. Would I just jump past that dude below? It's like one of those things that you haven't. I don't think I've tried since like first trying to make up these strats. I think he comes too close. Yeah, he comes too close. Because you have to jump a little late, otherwise you get stuck inside that beam. That metal beam. You could jump earlier and then, you know, get past that green dude, but then I don't think you can make it onto the platform. Not as good, but we'll keep going. Or not. I kind of really want to now run the other category too, because I found that 12-second additional skip. Oh, this might be close. Oof. Barely made it. That wasn't fast at all. It would have been time to... That's usually like how fast you get through if you take the delay and save the lightning. No, we don't have the lightning and we still kind of took the delay. That was a risky jump. That was a risky jump. It's kind of interesting that you can still make those silly mistakes of, you know, kill an enemy that you're supposed to die with. Die at. Two. Die to. It's faster to drop if you don't take the little platform catch. Ah, that was weak. 0.2. Why was it that slow? Any mistakes were made there? Saved a little bit with taking a smaller delay there. Did not know if it would work beforehand. You don't shoot this guy. be more natural for me to go for the 9 death, but I'm not sure if that's a smart thing to do in this category. Can't get there as fast. Can I not shoot that dude? Saving a few more lightning shots for the next level would be great. Kind of like the only guy that I probably don't have to kill. Whoa, a little bit frame skipping. Again, couldn't decide if I'll take the spike death or the 9 death. Not sure if I lost time. Well, still not so fast, level 2. Whoops. Okay. Even if we don't get the balloon skip, I'm gonna try to finish, but we'll see. Oh, nice. Here we are again. Not as good of a pace, though, I don't think. Because the first level was subpar. I'm so glad that we can do that glitch consistently, though. Didn't want to risk that. So I jumped at a different time than usual. Would have been close if I went for the jump earlier. Alright, here we are again. Doesn't look difficult, but it is for me. Okay. It is a run. How much time do we save here? A lot. That's crazy time. What a fast kill. Wow. All right. Here we go. One of the harder parts of the game done. We still have the boss and then the very difficult level 5 because it's basically a lottery. If I get through the glitch jump. Hello. Hey, Backbee. Good morning. Let's see what the boss has in store for us. We can fail there. And my hands are starting to shake. Oh. Nervous? We got through that. Wow. Okay, still alive. Okay, birdie. Okay, good. Here it comes. And there it went. Wow. It doesn't feel like that should be a difficult part. But it is. Man, oh man, oh man. That goddamn snake. I even took like an extra beat. So I would have more space there. And I still died. That was an amazing run. Look at the sum of best segments. We actually did drop a second. Even though our splits are pretty strong. And we could have dropped 2 more seconds at least. So that was like a 7:58 pace probably. At least a 7:59. Oh man, that sucks. I was very, very nervous. And when I got down to that snake, I was already like concentrating on that jump above. I can't believe that we made that jump above, but I'm still struggling with the blocks above after that, which is like just basic platforming, but it is tough to skip one of those jumps. But that saves you a second, so it's something that I really do wanna do. Because otherwise, if you're not doing that, then you might just, you know, do the safe strat with the other route. If I get that jump over the very, very big gap, then I definitely need to take everything out of it. That means going for that other time save too. It's a little bit antsy there. Man, 10 seconds ahead. That was such a sub 8 pace that I can't even. Man, could have closed that out. Of course, you know, even after we do everything right, there's still that glitch part. Before the boss. I mean, we could have had to use 30 seconds on that. You never know. But also, it could have been a first pass through, and then that would have been, for me, an unbreakable record with the current strats. The second shot is alright, but I shoot the third shot before the previous one kind of hits, and you have to like wait a couple of frames after it hits so you can shoot the next one. And I'm kind of like timing it for when it hits. You can't do it at that point yet. Was that like a difficulty choice for, because a lot of Amiga games do it, like you can only have one projectile on screen at any given time. Again, the third one. Do I have to like do it later when I'm already jumping? It feels like when I do it fast, I have shot it earlier. I'm still kind of wondering about this green fella. Like if I could jump. Nope. He comes all the way there. Okay. Here we don't shoot anybody but the robot, and that I think you have to. Unless there was a way to get through this door. I think it's the green guy. That the middle of the screen that you can bypass and still get there, but I don't know. I think we're more consistent with the rubber balls against the bottom green dude than when we tried to skip it and hit that gap. When you do it well, it looks like there's ample time though. Like we get to the cycle almost at the same time as we do. Not taking the delay. Hello. Hey, Oreru, bastard. Welcome, welcome. Cold there. -3 this morning for us. It just fall too fast, damn it. What if you took a longer delay and did fall straight down? Of course, when I tried to take it doesn't feel as well, as good. Tired the whole day. Yeah, I went to bed very late. Hard to get that rhythm going. I woke up at, what was it, 10? And I was still very, very tired. 7 stream streak from Sam High. Thank you so much. Now, good morning and welcome to the stream. I'll try that every once in a while, the faster strat in the beginning, but I don't want to grind it too much because obviously we can have a great, great time without that trick. Just need to get, you know, better. Maybe this is something I should have practiced yesterday. Maybe I just keep tapping it. So if I miss the window, the next tap will do it. Okay, I thought I was jumping too early. Sometimes I do that, and then you can't quite make it on that platform. That delay was not enough. Then I was like, oh, I need to fall past it. But you can't because then the green guy gets you. I hate the timing on that. I don't know why. Jump. I hate the timing on that fireball. It's like the worst possible. Trying to speedrun this? Yes. Yes, I am. Trying to. I mean, we have the world record and I was about 6 seconds ahead of it. Just a moment ago. But messed up the last level again. My goal is like sub 8, or since I don't know if that's possible really. I know it's possible with if we kind of have a gold every level, but you know, other than that, if I just nail all the tricks and finish a run, I think I'll be happy with that. Grenard Blast! Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for raiding. How did Dinosaurs for Hire go? Did you learn how to use bombs? Did you get your sub 10? Grenard Blast is training for the Sega 8 speedrun race. Oh shit, well, that might... wasn't that big of a delay, but like half a second still. Yeah, this will not end nicely, but we need to practice, so. 1050? Nice. Is that like the last game you haven't really got into practice yet? Yeah, go check out Gnarblast. It takes part in some speedrun races. He's doing retro achievements, mostly for NES games, but for other stuff too. He's also working on beating every single NES game using original cartridges, which is kind of on the hold at the moment, but it's still coming. And to Raiders, I'm Retro Demiurge. Yeah, I mostly play Amiga games, like I'm doing right now. We have the world record for this, but I'm aiming for a sub 8. We are doing no question marks category, so that we can limit the RNG in the run, because it gets quite frustrating to run the any percent category with all the and basically you need to have certain stuff from certain question marks to be able to make the run work with optimal strats. So it's a lot of resetting because you didn't get the right thing. We'll get back to chat after I fuck up this run, as we often do. Like that, I jumped. I was supposed to fall. Let's go casually, but playing it fast is a different animal. Bomberman is the last one, okay. Hello. After this race, you're coming back to the NES challenge. Probably won't be doing anything else for a while. Really want to get past Xevious and be done with it. Yes, Xevious, it's one of those NES shmups that are like way too difficult. All Amiga games challenge, they're like 6,000 games. It would be hard to even acquire every single game, and they're making more every year. It probably can. There are probably, you will always find more games. One bomb enemy is too fast. Just have to get lucky and hope the shrapnel doesn't hit you, man. That's horrible. Hey, Linkarius, welcome as well. Linkarius also does a lot of speedrunning, if you're interested in that sort of stuff. But yeah, thank you for raiding. I'm sure it's very late for you, so don't feel bad about just fading out. It's just 1 PM soon for me, so it's a morning stream. I enjoy starting my day with some Amiga. We were on world record pace today. I fucked up the last level after the more difficult tricks. And that was probably a sub 8 pace. So we can do it. I would just have to close it out. Half pirate stuff, weird one-off crap. Some random person in Poland managed to get 600 copies published. Yeah. And even the smaller publishments, like Finnish games, like shareware games and stuff like that. Just got back in time for raid. I don't know. "12 out of 16 stages. You're close. Do you have plans like what's the next game? You're usually like you have picked the next game already. Like, is it gonna be? Well, I'm sure it will be more fun than Xevious, but how fun? Maybe you should like pick the next 10 games yourself. Just give yourself a little bit of a break and, you know, get the challenge like rolling properly. Xevious 2. Is that better? Hey, MP. Totally Rad. I really liked that game. That was a cool one. You're probably familiar with it, right? See, I didn't get the Mega Man clone feeling. Unlike with that game that where you're like a wizard and you have the broom and stuff like that. Like to me, that's like very obvious Mega Man clone. But Totally Rad felt different enough. Like I enjoyed it as a unique game. It was a really good experience. And you can beat that like without using the special forms or using it's certainly much easier if you know, get comfortable and pick the right stuff for the right moment. I was a little bit slow with that before I started using them. What? The third shot, damn it. I just keep tapping. Second shot hit so late, so kinda. Pocket playing card game rabbit hole. Ooh, now I'm very late. Can't read chat at the same time. RA for Action Man. Well, yeah, I wouldn't go as far to say like clone, but inspired maybe. But personally, I wouldn't have made the connection. Like to me, it was just a platforming game that has like different abilities available, like Power Blade 2. Or Bucky O'Hare with the different characters. Like, it didn't make me instantly think of Mega Man. I've seen people play that. I wonder if I should. Seems to be like a fun enough game. Any character with a pea shooter. Okay. Well, I think that's more on you. I've noticed that I've really enjoyed all the you know, Sword NES games. Had a blast with Trojan. Dragon Fighter was great, and now the last thing we did was Sword Master. All those games are like super fun and great. Like I have such a good time with those. I wonder if there are more games like that on NES. And I never knew of any of those when I was a kid. Okay, slower start so we don't have to take the delay with the clock. The cuckoo clock. Ooh, that was a little bit sus, but we made it work. Yeah, the control. Yeah, but still, like, it's such a good game that you kind of treat it as just like an extra challenge. The control set. And you get used to it too when you're playing it. Oh, it was a great game. Asteniacs. Ooh, that might have been too late. Ooh! It was too late, but we somehow managed to still do it. Yeah, we do a lot of deliberate deaths. Use the iframes to go through stuff. Especially when we have this screen scrolling thing. This. Just skipped like 3 screens of the game. Yeah, I appreciate the follow. Thank you so much and welcome to the channel. Follows are anonymous, so feel free to say hi or just keep lurking in the shadows. I appreciate both. You're not making me play that game, though. What about Battle of Olympus? Or is it called that? What was it called? 4 seconds only? You've been 5 seconds ahead on great paces. Please land. You? We can't take that question mark. But we have these added obstacles because it's a no question mark category. Okay, got the balloon skip. Nice. It's a very small skip, but we need it for the sub 8s. This one here is much bigger. But it's also easier to do. Okay, questionably early. I should have some sort of a set timing for when I jump for that yellow ball. But if I'm too far down when I'm supposed to go up, I'm scared that I won't make it. And then if I go too late, it's slow. It's an easy thing, but I overthink it. The amount of grind on first 2 stages till you just got good at it. For me, the biggest problem was the level where you go down and there are enemies coming from both sides. Once we got a handle of that, it's pretty alright. The Swordmaster out of those 3, I think, is the best. The Dragon Fighter, I was very, like, dependent on health drops, which are random. And then there's hard mode of that game, where you don't get any drops at all. So I would not be able to do that. A Battle of Olympus. Yeah. Close to Zelda 2. Alright, alright. The Zelda 2 would be a nice game to play. I haven't ever played any Zelda game, but it does have those random encounters constantly stopping you. I don't enjoy that. Athena is basically a giant invisible maze. That sounds really, really good. I can't even do visible mazes. In Philips CDI games, yeah, as your first Zelda game. The closest I've come to play a Zelda game was backseating my friend. Like, he was controlling Link, and I was, trying to, figure out the game with him. The couch. That was... What's the one on GameCube? It's like a young Link or something. Wind Waker? You sure? Is it Ocarina of Time? I think it was Ocarina of Time. That sounds more familiar. N64. Yeah, would he have had N64? Maybe it was Wind Waker then. Because I'm pretty sure that's what he got. Got the GameCube. That was close. GameCube had a port of it? Well, which one has the young little Link? Only played Zelda 1 and 2 because of the challenge. How did you like them? So you wouldn't have played them otherwise? Don't have interest in Zelda games? I remember my friends playing it back in the day. But I didn't take part in that. Didn't look like an interesting game to me. Most likely not. Interesting. For different reasons. Yeah, just never... bad. I'm too fair. Yeah, like I'm more drawn to Zelda 2 because of, you know, all those other sword games I like. Nice. Okay, good. Got that. It's a little bit slow, but a good drop. Nice. Okay. That's alright. You could technically pick up that question mark in the previous screen because they made an error in the game coding and that actually doesn't give you anything. It's not actually a question mark. So if you accidentally pick that up in this category, it will still count as a no question mark run. But I like to cover my bases. So I apologize for not being able to read the chat that actively, but I do try to get back to it after I fail the run. All right, that was all right. Almost 5 seconds ahead. Ooh, please land. Thank you. That question mark is maybe the hardest to avoid. I'm getting that pretty nicely now. Go again. Don't fuck up. That was good. Rid of some of the lightning shots. Bird. Okay, now the stop. Maybe for a little bit too long. But I think that we'll have enough speed, hopefully. That lightning doesn't matter because this teddy bear takes away all your weapons. We're not gonna even kill him, we're just gonna steal the key and leave. Wow, 8 seconds. It's really good. Almost 9. Fast kill. Nice. Alright. Hardest screen. Jump on the key. Okay, made it. Wasn't as fast because I didn't grab the key while jumping up, but still alright. Good paces today, good paces. almost went the wrong way there. If you're pressing to the left when you die, when you spawn, you instantly like leave the screen, and then you miss out on the invulnerability, and you have to kill yourself again, and then you won't have enough lives to finish the stage. All right, let's see. Let's see what the randomness has in store for us. Okay, we made it. 10 seconds again. Consistency. Still alive. Okay, Birdie. Call him the bye-bye Birdie because he scares me. That was too early of a jump, but got a mercy. Okay, here we go. Lottery jump. Oh! No! Fuck! So twice I've dropped down because I jumped too late. Now I jumped too early. I'm trying to skip one unnecessary jump here. Trying to get here. It's super hard, but I'm amazed that I'm making that jump below because that's almost frame perfect. This jump isn't frame perfect, and that is when I'm failing. Damn it. Oof! It's really there, too. Okay. Nope. Well, you lose the groove, you lose the flow, and it's all gone. So the one was definitely exploration-based. You can see why a game like that became really popular, but it's not something you would go, yeah, it's just not my kind of game. Either. Same with Koei games. What are Koei games? I thought all Zelda games like Zelda 2 was the odd one out, and all other games were like had this sense of exploration and figuring stuff out. Haven't played Bart's Tale. It would be like walking around, hyping people up with playing guitar. Mask of Majora is very much about exploration, but different kind. Exploring dozens of interlocking timelines. Losing the wrong character means you're utterly boned. That sounds like Sweet Home. Like, I really don't see like how someone would go through that game losing a character, because when you lose a key item, then you have to carry it around with you. The game becomes very annoying with the inventory management. If you like platform exploration games, well, I don't know if I do. I played a lot of Axiom Verge, and that game is on my top 3. It's like a Metroidvania, and that game made me think I like Metroidvania games. I had never played one before. Then I started exploring Metroidvania games, and turned out I didn't like any of them. It's just that one game. Legacy of the Wizard? What about Willow? What about Willow on NES? I saw Sconebone play that. Kinda looked something I might like, but see, I don't. That doesn't have like any random encounters or anything like that, right? Or does it? It didn't seem like your normal RPG. Okay, twice today we have made it to level 5, the last level. "10 seconds ahead of this pace." Our record is actually 8:06. But if we're 10 seconds ahead of this pace, this 8:11, the new strats in level 5 should be 2, if not 3 seconds faster. If we get a good last glitch. I mean, we still haven't gotten to that part. After all difficult tricks, there's still that glitch that's very much RNG for me. And sometimes it takes 30 seconds, sometimes it takes no seconds at all. So, even when we get there, we can still lose it. There's a weird hang up there on that platform. Counter rate of 104. "50-50 chance." See, that's the thing I didn't like. I don't like the random encounters. Like, I'm not an RPG guy. Sweet Home was good in that sense that the fights were very, very fast. The short fights, you could basically, like, when you were leveled up enough, you could kill them in your first go. And that was it. So it wasn't always just like, okay, this is gonna take 5 minutes to fight these guys again. Sweet Home I didn't like when they would, you know, break your party up. Because then you're alone somewhere and then that dude has to fight random encounters. Or you're gonna have to go save him with other guys that have fewer guys in their party. Vacuuming paintings. Such a unnecessary thing too. I mean, I should have just given Ash a broom, which I assume is the replacement item if you lose the vacuum girl. Never tested it. So I always had to get 2 people. Or giving the camera to the vacuum girl. Because I always had to get 2 people at the paintings. And turns out you don't even need to do the goddamn paintings. You get all the tips you need and the story thingies from other sources, and what you get from the paintings is actually not important. I don't know if they unlock something when you open them, but they certainly didn't give you information that you absolutely needed to finish the game. Because you got that from elsewhere. Okay. It's interesting that doing these little tweaks for level 2 has made it like 4 seconds faster. I thought it would be only 2. It's basically the faster start. And faster next screen. I think those are it. This screen we do normally do faster. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, Ghostline didn't seem fun with all the grinding and random encounters. I probably wouldn't enjoy that. Hey, homoteollisuus. So what would the question marks do if you got one? Either gives you speed up, which we need in the any percent category. It might give you lightning shots. Hey, Raptor. Little Ninja Bros? Haven't even heard of that. Speed, lightning, one-shot, rubber ball, invincibility, or life. Any one of those 5 things. And with the any percent category, you're mostly hoping for the speed ups, but there's at least one part where you absolutely need invincibility, and 2 other question marks where it will be good if you have gotten speed ups elsewhere, but you also need a couple of lightnings and you need lives along the way. You need some. So yeah, it's an RNG reset fest basically. Hey, Drumberg, welcome. Yeah, more predictable, and because of it, because there are less resets because of just how RNG works, there are still a couple of things that are RNG, but I feel more comfortable trying harder tricks because of it, and some tricks are harder because you don't have speed that you would have in the any percent category. So for instance, if I ever make it to the end of I make it to the last level in the any percent category, I wouldn't be taking the harder route because it's so difficult to pull off. I would always go for the safe option. But with this one, since you're basically just you're the master of your own fate, I do like to go for the harder strats. Try to save that extra time, because I don't think you can get a sub 8 unless you do it. It's wise today being on pace. We made it past the bird, but not further. Once we made it past the jump, not further. I do like the graphics. I mean, the controls are great. It's a really good game. It has some glitches, which makes it more interesting to run as a speedrun game. But it does pose, you know, a threat to you in a casual play. You might kind of get stuck in a loop. At least you might think you are getting stuck in a loop when you're out of bounds, scrolling the screen endlessly. Ooh, almost hit those clocks. My head. Okay, this is better. Much happier if I fail in level 3 than level 2. I shouldn't mess up in level 2. But this is a difficult jump. Got it? I think I measured which is the faster way to die, and I think it was dying with the 9 there, and not the spikes. I'm not sure like how accurately I tested it. 4.5, not the greatest, but alright. fast kill. Please don't take it. Thank you. Haste lure. What was that? Jumping back up there. No balloon skip. This one won't be a good time, but I need to practice, so I'll keep running. Yeah, missed the balloon skip and then did that weird extra hop up there. I think we're gonna just lose all our gains here. I pressed up and not down. Luckily, we weren't on good pace. Now I can't even finish the run because we need all the lives the game gives you. Or glitching through the game. But we'll practice it up until level 5, if we make it there. Ooh, good jump. Trying to think, like, are there any extra lives I could... There is one I could go pick up. Yeah, lost all that time. You're supposed to gain like 4 seconds there, not lose 4 seconds. Hello. That was a fast kill. Series Besta, welcome, welcome. Good morning. Not sure if it's morning for you, but I count it as morning for me. Ring 90s Italian restaurant. Also the Amiga Boing ball texture. You need to sleep? Well, if you haven't and it's morning, then yeah, it sounds like it. In any percent category, you have more leeway with stuff. Like, you could also, like, if you have more lives, you can do this next boss with taking a death and just going through it. If you don't have more lives, then you will try this track. Ooh, pulled off a gold. But yeah, we can't finish this. I guess I could try. But not taking the death where we usually do. Yeah, which is the next screen. But I'm not sure if I I can get through it. Ah! Yeah, that's why we take the death, because it's so slow otherwise. See the lottery jump. Woo-yah! Too early. Of course, now I make it. No pressure. Always easier. Yeah, this is the randomness in this run, and it's almost the very last thing you need to do. So even if I'm on a good pace and I need to do that many times, it won't be a sub 8. Might not even be a world record. But we were able to finish it, so that was alright. 20 seconds. Not gonna even count that. Very slight goal because we're still at 758 for some of best segments. Thanks for the GGs. Today's goal has been met. We finished a run. Of course, I would prefer if we were able to use the strats. And we should. I think this game is weird. It's pretty straightforward platformer. Oh yeah, I was asking about the single projectile thing. A lot of games limit your projectiles to 1 per screen. Like, there must be some, like, you know, coding or a platform restriction reason for that as well, but that can't be the only reason. Like, did they deliberately want you to only be able to shoot 1 bullet at a time? Because, you know, obviously, like, more actiony shooters, you can shoot multiple bullets at the same time. But a lot of games limited to only 1 per screen. Like Wolfchild is a good example because you definitely need more than that one. This game would be much easier if you could, like, spam those rubber balls a little bit more, but there are physics behind that. They're actually, like, bouncing off of, you know, obstacles and, you know, level elements. I can understand if they limited it because of that. I'll get to the chat comments after I get... Ooh, that was a very slow drop. Hey, Mac. Welcome, welcome. How goes it? .8, even with that fall. All right, looking good. Up until that point. Lost a second because I jumped too early and got stuck inside the wall. Yeah, I would assume so, but I also, like, wouldn't assume that it's too much more difficult. Like, if you could shoot multiple shots. Ah, stupid mistakes. Like, you don't even benefit that much of dropping straight there. Oh, stupid. Probably lost 2 seconds already. There's, like, no... There's one riskier strat that I could do to kind of buy back time, but that went. It came and went. And it's very unlikely that I would hit that, and it saves you that one jump. That's how much it saves you, so not really anything at all. But it could be like a riskier strat to do when you fall off pace. Still 4 seconds because of our great start. So we're technically only 1 second behind our better paces. Ooh, that was bad. So I don't think we have a lightning shot for the duck anymore. I don't know what bird it is, but It is a bird. I will definitely mess up stuff. Yeah, I can't fail those. Yep. That's why you don't want the bird there, because it fucks up that climb. Very mediocre run so far. Good jump, but still it looked like it was gonna be too short. Weird. Had a good timing, but somehow didn't get the, you know, height. Uh-oh. I don't know how that was a goal. I wanted to save that time. Went forward too fast. It wasn't a good run, but we just kind of kept hanging in there. But it was probably... we were that 1 second, like, behind. It was a bad level, too. Definitely creates a different pace in a game like Space War or Asteroids if you only have one shot versus 3 or 4. Like some versions allow... yeah. For Asteroids kind of a game, or any kind of a shmup, for sure. Is Wolfenstein one of those games where it's either music or sound effects? No, it has both. On Amiga, you have the option to turn the music off. I don't know why. It does both music and sound effects. Missile Command limiting you to 3 launch sites. I can understand it as like a difficulty decision. Like it becomes more difficult of a game and maybe a little bit more interesting to try to work through those limitations. For instance, for this game and Wolfchild, I don't think it works. Because like Wolfchild, the human, the punch is more powerful than the regular shot for the wolf form. So it feels like you're kind of getting a little bit of a downgrade when you get the wolf form. Now, obviously, having a projectile in that game makes it much more easier, but it's just weird that it's so underpowered. I don't know what the reason for that would have been. Mega Drive version has, like, remade music, and so does the Super Nintendo. But both of those also have music and sound effects. Okay. That was weird. I found it odd that Chaos Engine on Atari ST didn't have music in it. Except for the menus. The soundscape isn't that impressive that it would, you know, make you think that, well, this is so cool, and that's why they couldn't have music at the same time. Like, it's very, very basic. When you play that game, it's very silent. And you can notice that there's definitely something missing. I guess you could technically play this game with autofire. Because even when you have the lightning, you're only shooting one shot until it hits something or goes off screen. the rubber balls, the same thing. Only need quick taps when you're close to an enemy like there. But I guess you would end up, you know, wasting some shots. It's really hard for me to say, like, for NES games, turbo usually isn't allowed, or there's a different category for using turbo, like for Buggy O'Hare, because for some games, the mashing thing actually makes a big difference, like how fast you can play through the game. But for Amiga, autofire was something that was available in original controllers. But then again, so it was on Nintendo as well. Like, you had multiple controllers that had autofire option. Why isn't it allowed in the speedruns? Because sometimes that's the one thing that keeps me from, you know, actually running a game. Like Bucky O'Hare has that one very annoying Ice World enemy. You have to mash your finger out of this world to make it through that. Even on casual play, it feels like you need to really mash well. And if I don't make it through that guy the first time, I have to take another go at it. My hand will be so tired that I can't actually even do it. I guess it's more, you know, Amiga's thing to have those controllers with the autofire. Some people still consider it cheating, like even for a non-speedrun casual completion of a game, like some people think that if you use autofire, it's not legitimate. You're supposed to wear out your hand and suffer playing the game. Only then is it legitimate. That was a very early jump. Almost died at the green because of it. Alright, pace. Okay. Please get the balloon skip. Nope. I hesitated a little too late. Am I walking? I don't think we can get this up 8 without the balloon trick. How dare you? You should struggle like all the other people that played the game. It is frustrating to see somebody just be naturally good at video games and just pick up a game that you've trained for so long. Like you've trained at the game and they can just pick it up and immediately be better than you. Apparently the, you know, kids having a better reaction time. It's an actual thing. And my old man reaction skills. I can't even understand how some people consistently do frame perfect tricks. Like I can't get that. How does that happen? I can't even get these tricks that are like probably 30 frames. I have a window of 30 frames. And then there are these guys that just... Especially like when it's running at 60 frames per second. Which is even faster than this is. Then you hit that single frame. Unbelievable.
Hello.
Have you tried videoing the game? Not yet, Terror Van. Is that what you do with video games? Good first level. We've been getting maybe a little bit better with that. Also, like, I'm surprisingly consistent with that start at the second level, because there are 2 different ways it can go. The start of that level, you can either get the hop from the little platform. Ghost kill! Awesome. I didn't know that could happen when we get the slower start. We kill the enemy and walk in there, but one part of it flashes after the kill. Because it has like those... It has that like part of the clock that it drops. So somehow that still triggers after it's dead. And then you die when you're, you know, on it. Super weird. This sometimes go on forums, such as advocate true 1cc runs. First time playing the game. Yeah, I've been wondering about that. Like, is there anybody doing stuff like that? Like, will be the first time he's playing the game and he'll try to beat it. Doesn't like your mobile connection at work all the day, so it's lurking. Terravan, that's because they put some resources away. I'm pretty sure this is true. For the 4K streams. Or the 2K streams. So even affiliates now rarely get transcoding. And it really sucks because I know people have that problem, and that's why I used to only stream on 720p, because I used to always get transcoding. It was only when I wasn't an affiliate that that it didn't happen. It was like some months ago when they started pushing for the 2K, 4K, whatever streams. I started noticing that some of the streamers I watch also stopped getting transcoding every time. Like, it's very rare for them to get it. And especially, I feel like the time I stream at, or start my streams at, is very bad for that. That miss hurt. Apparently there's a way, I'm not sure if it's available for Twitch, but you could transcode yourself. So basically you're streaming all the different quality options yourself. I'm not sure how that works exactly. But apparently it does involve updating OBS, which I do not want to do. Yeah, I really hate the fact. And if I started an hour earlier or an hour later, or 2 hours, then it's usually good. Then you get transcoding. But, you know, I want to start usually at 11 my time. Today I started at noon. So all the late night American streamers are still on. I'm starting. Twitch doesn't have the bandwidth to, or processing. Oh, god damn it. Processing power to give the transcoding. But if I restarted the stream now, it would probably give it. But then all, you know, the go live notification goes out, all that jazz. Small independent company, give them a break. Yeah, but it's like, I understand the big streamers who they obviously are bringing the higher quality options out for. Those actually make them money, whereas I basically cost them money when I'm streaming. I don't know why I'm struggling so much with that. I don't feel good about that. So I understand the decision, but it's just so bad when you don't have transcoding and you're streaming 1080p. I remember like when Jogrisk starting, well, we actually like often didn't have it in the early days, even when he was affiliate. Before he started getting it regularly. So I couldn't watch him even on my desktop because I'm on, well, back then I was on a 4G connection. So the 1080p streams they just didn't work. So I just couldn't watch. Only when he got transcoding or if I had a very good day. I hit the corner so it bounced back. Is it worth it to try to save the lightning? Well, they do say that, yeah, that it's just based on randomness and what they have available. But it feels like it is actually kind of, if you stream more as an affiliate more regularly, you got the transcoding more regularly. Like at first I didn't get it, but then I started getting it all the time. So then I was like, okay, well now I have it, but now they have scrapped some resources or put them to other uses, so I can't anymore. That won't make it. Maybe we'll do every other attempt. Almost. You can actually be so fast that you run into that fireball there. Yeah, at some point I was considering that maybe I'll reduce the streaming quality on Twitch, but apparently I can't do it for Twitch only. With my current setup, I have to look into that because I wouldn't mind that the Twitch broadcast was 720. Nowadays, I'll only save the YouTube highlights. So if I can stream to YouTube at 1080. Wait, does YouTube have live transcoding? Or Kick? You could watch me on those platforms because I stream there as well. I get it, like, the chat is here. I want to watch it here. And, you know, those other channels are just basically backups. If I lose connection to Twitch or can't stream on Twitch or whatever. 0.5 is alright. Everything above 0.4. I was so confused. I didn't use all my lightning shots because I shot those guys with one. So when I picked up the extra weapon, it didn't do anything. Because I still had one lightning shot. That was unfortunate. I have to remember to shoot after the boss just in case. couldn't I drop it between there? We are regressing a little bit. We might have to take a little bit of a break. Get back on track. We're kind of stuck in level 1 now. I want a good start. Even though it's level 3, that's mostly being... Level 3 and 5, it's mostly being the bottleneck here today. Getting the balloon skip in level 3. And everything else working out as well, of course. And then just closing out level 5. We can get to that. We can get through the beginning of it. But then the jump. And more jumps. I'm learning stuff also that probably can be used for the any percent category where we do pick up question marks. At least I'm hoping. Okay, now we saved one shot. Kind of interesting that it happened twice now. Twice in a row. Hopefully now we have. And now it was 0.2. Worst time. But we can still catch up. Noticed that in the previous runs. Good start. Just go in there. Hope for the best. Almost shot that guy again. Self-preservation instinct. Can't die. I'm still kind of unsure how I do that part. It just kind of works out. Feels like I wing it every time. Feels like a good level 2 so far. There's more time to save though. Like, if I could drop on the lower platform, this one, that saves some time. Very little, but still some. You could jump straight for the upper platform here from that elevator, saving you a jump, but it's very risky because that is one of the glitching screens that gets you even on casual, a casual playthrough. Not the best. I can't believe I shot over this guy. But yeah, that wasn't a good run. Anyways. It's amazing when you can still find new ways to fuck up. All these runs. Like, I didn't know I could even do that. And then next time you get there, you're kind of more concerned because you're like, ah. I disagree with that hitbox. Man, the first two screens are so difficult. I guess we were lucky that they are the first two screens instead of the last two. Obviously, I wouldn't go for such risky strats. They were later in the game. Habla. I mean, it didn't feel like I was pushing it to the max when we got those 10-second gaps. Maybe I shouldn't. Just need to, like, perform the basic stuff correctly. It would be massive if someone would come up with a way to bypass that screen faster. Like, get through that wall somehow, so it wouldn't have to wait for the... Wouldn't have to wait for the hook. Or the elevator, rather. It's always kind of the same speed in that. Other screen is the elevator screen in level 4. Where you take two deaths. Like, if that could be faster, it would be awesome. Great first stage. Took a little bit of delay just in case, because it looked like I was very close to the middle numbers. And you can't be too fast in that screen. Take a death from the numbers. Damn it! Stuff like that. The game would have been less than 0.1 seconds, but when you miss it, you miss like 0.5 at least. It's just not worth it. Trying to go too fast there. If you turned back there, if you zigzag, could you then get to the lower platform? I haven't really tried that, but usually you can't move when you are screen scrolling. But I like wonder if you could do it like as you're going through the spikes. Get a little bit backward, because then you fall faster. If you can drop on the lower platform. A little bit of hang up there. Ooh, that's very, very bad. Ouch. At best, we've been like 2 seconds ahead of this pace. Scroll. I might try that spike thing. Save state after this run. The Doom guy. That was alright. You can actually get past the bear. You can fall faster. You can fall down before the bear does. It's very hard to pull off. I usually don't take the risk because they have like 0.5 seconds anyways. Not much. I'm a little bit worried that we're gonna run out of speed. That took a long pause there. Uh-oh. Did you see that? I'm gonna be... Yeah, this is the this is the worst possible outcome you can get. Because we can now fall through basically anything. Oh yeah, up here. No, you fall through there, so you have to jump with this. I don't think we can make it from here. Yeah, you fall through that one too. Kind of going forward. What you're supposed to do is that you, yeah, you get there from the other platform. Then you die here again. And then you climb up this one. And then you get to the next part. But the Teddy fucked us over. Do we have a save state for that part? How do we not have? Okay, I must have them here. It's just after another. No. Okay, we'll do it from here. I don't need no save states. You do this every time. Make a save state here. Then, yeah, you lose the time because of the. What about even just a slight? No, we can't take that little bit of has to be further along. I know, like, if I drop close. Oh, look at. There you go. That would save a very minimal amount of time, and I'm not sure, like, are there risks involved? Well, even if you don't get it, it's not a big deal. You just don't die. What am I doing? Also, kind of this. Like you could go through the other wall, but just don't have the time. Yeah, that does save you a little bit of time. I'm just trying to figure out if it's risky to do it. Like, and what the timing is for the turn. I think it's like on the spikes. Yeah, something like that. Okay, what about... Don't we have an Egypt stage? What? We don't have an Egypt? Oh, sure we did. There we go. Come on. It's hard when you start from a weird spot. First jump will be roulette, but you know, after that, scared of this bird jump. Even now, when just doing a save state, I don't have to do it again. This is basically roulette for me. We're getting it often enough, but this one. Why can't I do that when I am on a good pace? early. About this one. Oh, yeah, that's why I was too early. Okay. I hit the ladder ball when jumping up. Let's practice that too. It's not my intention. That's what I'm going for. Yeah, I can't be too early because then the other ball fucks me up, but if I'm a little bit too late, then it's the other thing that gets me. And if you do that, like I did, shoot that extra light, and then we just have to jump over that dude. Ooh, second pass would be nice. Do I have 2 shots or 1? I still had 2. So I can spam here. Preferably not die though. There's an easier strat that I did. That's what I did in the world record, but I'm looking to save every possible little second to get that sub 8. So we're gonna have to do it a little bit in a more scary way. Even third pass, I think, will get us under the 8 minutes. I think I know nothing. I just hope. Let's go for another one. Had 2 excellent shots today to get it there. 10 seconds ahead of this pace, and Egypt with these new strats should be 2 if not 3 seconds faster. It all depends on how that last glitch goes though. If we get a second pass, it should be sub 8. Oh, what am I doing? But if we don't get a second pass, get a third or fourth, it will be tight. If it goes beyond that, then it's ruined. And we've been there with the with the question mark run. Like you get there on a good pace and then just the run just melts away because you can't get through that last block. And you're like, ah, I can't deal. Oof, almost didn't reach that. Try to get closer. Okay, every other try, I will save the lightning, and every other try, I will not. Just to make myself more confused. Sounds like a good plan. The key grab has to be fast. That's why I'm kind of trying to do it as fast as possible. It's not that strict with the easier strat. Like here you'll have well enough time. I studied the cross-out run and also the weapon systems. The manual doesn't mention that if you have 3 satellites, you can't have the droids. You know, the shooting pods that just occupy 1 space and that you can call back when you need them. If you only use 2 satellites, then you can use those droids as well. But I don't feel like they're good. So I think we're just gonna go with the 3 satellites. Firepower with the droids is very weak. They do work well in, you know, creating an additional shield whenever you need it, because you can call them back again afterwards, and I think you have 6 in total. But the satellites are just so much easier to manage, and they take more hits, they inflict more damage. It's just basically like, I'd rather have... Ooh, disagree with that. Rather have the 3 satellites than 2 satellites and the droids. That also means that we don't have to spend that much money on the ship. We can still use the red one, because it has all the power-ups that we need. And we could buy the kind of the smart bomb thing or whatever it's called. Test that out. But definitely the shield for bosses, for instance. That would be cool. I think it's one use only though, the shield. You really have to know when to use it. I bet like we have to use it at the end boss. Like have 3 ships that all have the shield. And then just try to inflict as much damage. Oh, didn't drop down. Inflict as much damage as we can by first using the shield and then trying to stay alive. And then the next ship goes. Because 5 and 6 levels, 5 and 6 seemed much more easy to handle than 3, 4. Obviously, if you learn the snake patterns, that will become easier too. Oh shit, I forgot I was supposed to do the fast strats. But see, the strats aren't that fast if you don't do it really, really well, and basically don't lose time in that first screen. Because when we get the fast kills with these rubber balls, this doesn't take too much longer than it does with the lightning strike. Electric bolt. I'm wondering if I... Ooh, that was very early. Wondering if I could go for a run today. And something that I've skipped too much. Maybe after the stream I'll go for a run. Just a little one. It will be hell for the lungs today, because it's the first like actually cold day, 4 or 5 below 0 now. 0.7. I'll take it. Winter is coming indeed. Nice, no ghost kill. I wonder if there will be a lot of snow this winter or not. Because the people who are supposed to plow the our like parking spot there, parking lot, don't really get there early enough. If you need the car, it's like a day late. So if I have to go somewhere with a car, it's usually me plowing the whole parking lot. And while it's good exercise, I really don't like doing it. Take time off the day to do stuff that I pay others to do. Look at that! First try. Every time, yeah. Well, every time we've tried that strat, it has worked. In a run. I'm really interested to see time here. It's not even that good. But that doesn't make a big difference. It's more about how the rest of the stage goes. Oh no. Okay, we're not killing more. Yep. Still have to... I can't miss any shots. Was I supposed to check if I could not shoot that green guy? Because it might be that his walk cycle kind of works out. Well, it was sad how bad that time was for that level because I felt it was fast, and we had a great first level. So just being 4 seconds ahead there means that we did something wrong. No, don't fall all the way down. Land on the platform, dude. Why doesn't it land on the platform? It's like impossible. You want to fall, he goes all the way. And then the guy is there, and then we die. If you can fall to the platform, then you can take the little shimmy. And you can actually like drop down earlier because you get caught by the platform a little bit, which is what we do here. I just can't seem to do it when we do the other strat. Whoa, that was close. Yeah. Finger mix-up. I'm gonna try not to kill that dude next time when I make it there. I don't have a save state there, so... Well, actually, I do. Okay, we have an extra lightning here, which we have to get rid of. We can't save that for later, unfortunately. I have to swap to the other weapon. Now that we have the opportunity. Okay. Okay. I'm surprised we haven't died there. I'm doing full runs today. That is very tight. Yeah, it works out. Okay. Yeah. We can save one lightning shot. Get some leeway with the stars. And not being able to kill the boss is not the boss. Not being able to kill the bird with that balloon race is not that big of a deal. It's very hard to hit that. Like, you drop to the platform, but you still do the shimmy. Go to the other platform? Or from there? Oh, that's way too slow. Marty McFly. Hey, Sam. Maybe this is the Back to the Future game we deserved, but never got. Hey, why can I do that? I do the other strat. What's so difficult? Yep. Hey, Quantum Pause. What's up? Hopefully, Tuesday treating you well. We got past Monday. That's a big win. Rest of the week is easy now, right? Doc Brown's Lab would be the title. I mean, this is supposed to be a different dimension, so maybe the time machine can do other stuff. Maybe it can tear a hole in the fabric of space, and maybe you get flown into a parallel universe. You do things wrong. There's no queen in the castle in this game. 0.7, we're getting 0.7 pretty consistently. Okay, fast start, so we need to take a delay with the clock. I think I needed that delay that time. That number was very close. I think that was a really fast start. Hopefully I don't fuck up the new strats now. I just had to say it last time, didn't I? That we haven't died to that today. And immediately the next run, boom, dead. Overthinking. Wouldn't think it's a problem with stupid people like me. But it is. I don't understand why it's so much easier when I'm walking along. It's the same exact move, but I can't do it if I'm falling from the platform above. probably true. Like, I'm just doing this. Like that. I can't do it if I'm falling from that block above. And I should have the same speed, because the momentum shouldn't, you know, struggle with that. So I don't know why it's so difficult. That was late. Really poor. It was a fast kill, but I was so late with the blobs. I just brain farted and kept standing there like an idiot. And also, like, if I try overthinking, my processor overheats, and also, like, you know, it's too much to compute. I will need to get a pad and a pen and start visualizing the problem and the answer. Ew. 0.9. Okay, not fast start. Maybe didn't need the delay. It was very close. Here we are again. I jumped very early, in my opinion. I was kind of surprised I made it past the question mark. That was even more stupid. I used the shots, but didn't even hit it. Well, it's no different from the other runs today, so still that. Didn't get that. That has to be like the most minuscule advantage you gain with the strat, so I probably shouldn't even bother with that. It does add a risk of dying in the spikes. You adjust your position there. Five seconds? Well, we had a really good first stage, so that does explain it. That was fast. We just need the balloon skip. We don't get it. The world record doesn't have it either. We can still PB here. Yeah, not yet. I have 2 good attempts today, so pretty pleased about that. Yeah. That was an amazing pace. But it's gone now. This will probably be a loss. Well, actually, this doesn't have the balloon skip, right? A small gain. Uh-oh. Whoops. That was stupid. Yeah. I could do it faster if I pressed down at the right time, so I could just do like a fast run there and then press down, which stops all momentum. So I would just immediately stop, but then I would have to time that so that I'm exactly at the right spot. Which I guess we were doing with the other system too, but you know, I feel like you have more leeway when you don't use the brake. Could gain a second still. I'm probably not gonna go for it. I did go for it. Holy shit. Oh, that's risky. One cycle early. Birdie time. Good. And roulette time. And fail. $808. Not a PB. We have lost our world record splits. It's actually 806. Second best time I've gotten, though. But yeah, thanks for the GG. It's still a good run. I'm just wondering if I should run against these times. Just finished repairing Amiga 500 and installing a PyStorm in it. Hey, Spaceballs. That's an interesting project. Yeah, I'm wondering, like, do I want to run against these splits? Do I want to save it as a PB because it has a very strong first level. There'll always be, and also has a very, very good second level. 4.1. So I would only start gaining up on it, possibly on the last level. Well, foreign affairs if I get the balloon skip. This is like less telling because it has that very long, like, is that a 6-second delay in the last level. Then again, if we know, we can get that much time back. It has a strong world on fire because I jumped that balloon one cycle early, and that's because I had that little bit of a delay on the platform earlier. So if we can match this pace, like if we're on pace when we get to King Kefren, then we know that we are on sub 8 pace. Because even if we had finished it on pace with the old record, it would have been an 8:02. And I have to believe that the new strats save 2 seconds. The last glitch goes well. Pretty sure it would be a sub 8. But we still don't know because we don't have a completed time with the good Egypt strats. I'm deliberating if I wanna save these. It will feel bad because we will be behind, but I guess like it's worth it because if we're ahead after Foreign Affairs, it's a good one. And if we get the balloon skip, we should be ahead after Foreign Affairs. That's gonna be the goal. Then it's a good pace. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, and then we're gonna keep running. I'll be back in a moment.
Welcome, Megatron.
Unicorn!
I am Unicron.
Welcome, Unicron. How goes your Tuesday? Hopefully been having fun. Here we go again. A whole new world, comparing against very strong splits in the beginning. It's reasonably fast. You have to push it a little bit more here in level 1. What's up now? There it goes. Forgot it to turn on. Yeah, it's super fun speedrunning with upside down controls. Oh, it goes very, very well. I can't even play casually with the upside down controls. What do you want from me? Damn it! That means we're gonna try fast strat once. I just can't. I just don't understand why is it so hard for me to make that same movement, same move, if I just go up here first. Upside down keyboard, yeah. It's always a question if it's supposed to be turned like this. So you see the backside of it. It's like upside down that way. Or if I like turn it so this one is down here. You know? Okay, back to easy strats then. I think I have the screen a little bit in the wrong spot because of X out. Hey, Captain Jax! How goes it? Welcome, welcome. Hey, I know that guy, Jax. Yeah, I do too. Did you beat Heavy Barrel, or is that still in the works? I really liked Heavy Barrel, but that thing that you can't use diagonals when walking alongside a wall, it's a really, really big downside to the game. You beat it. All right. GG on that. You have indeed escaped the claw. Oh, that was pretty close to a death. Picked up a shmup after beating Elvira. It's kicking our ass because Demi does not play shmups at least well. I have high hopes for the next play date. Yeah, this is to be expected. We will lose time in the first level because now the split is very, very competitive. There. Same goes for this level. We did a good job with the first 2 levels. Now the third one, if we get the balloon skip, we should get past that, like flying colors, and we should be ahead of the pace. That is the goal. That should be the goal. Uh-oh, that was late. Woo! Hey, I saved a lightning shot. Kudos to Demi. Oh, sounds good. I have sick leave from work as well. Oof, didn't get that one. Yep. I'm glad you get to do that every once in a while. Everybody needs that. You know, as a Finn, you hear that in the United States, you have like this set amount of sick days you can even take. We blew it. Which feels very weird. I'm actually gonna fix the capture at this point in time. Yeah, it's a little bit lower on the X out. Seems. You get occurrences? That's so wrong, man. Whoops. But at least you have... That seems like a big amount. Like, I've heard that some people only have, like, 2 weeks. But at least 56 days is something. Hey, core classman. Is it running time? Wait a minute, that's 56 hours. Ouchie. Whoops. Yeah, that seems a bit harsh. Like in Finland, if you're sick, you're sick. At some point, the employer doesn't have to pay that anymore, but you know, healthcare system does. So if you get sick and you're sick the whole year, you still don't lose your job and you get paid for sick leave. It goes down gradually, like the more you're sick, the less pay you get. But we're talking about like 6 months or something like that. Maybe 3 months, I don't really know. It's the first year that I've really taken a lot of sick leave due to mental health issues. So I've been off for like, has to be like 2 months this year already. And it doesn't get taken away from your, you know, vacation days or anything like that. Very fast, good, but I'm not sure if we... well, we'll never know. I wasn't sure if we had the right weapon. You have vacation days too, right, Jax? I mean, I hope you do. When I start a new job in Finland, you don't get to take a vacation the first year because you kind of have to bank the days before you can start getting them. And then when you resign, you always have vacation days that you haven't used, so you get like extra pay for them. So you kind of get this bigger last salary. Nope, still not making it. For some reason. It's so crazy you guys measure it in hours. It just does not compute. That's crazy. 90 hours of vacation. Yeah, I would be generous. 56 days. I mean, there are years when I don't use any sick days. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, 7 days. 7 days. But, you know, to be... to kind of have this limit that... or expectation that a person can affect how much they're sick. In a year, all the flu epidemics and all that going on, like, it doesn't seem realistic. It's, to me, it's like, it's very weird that you're responsible for how much you're sick. Not like you can affect it that much. I'm not sure if we have ammo anymore, because I think I used too many on the blobs. Yeah. 7 stream streak, thank you so much. It's morning to midnight. No, it's, yeah, it's only the work hours. Yeah, that's what I assumed. At least. Don't have ammo, we just shoot our guns where much we want. The munitions department puts the bill. I mean, starting from January next year, it'll be easier for employers to can people than it has been. Shit, and now I'm just sucking at level 1. This is horrible. So I'm fully expecting, because of all the sick leave I've taken, and now we're gonna start talking about night shifts. Can I do night shifts? Because my sleep rhythm, because the depression and the drugs that I'm taking for those, the medication, it's kind of affecting my sleep. So I tried to do a night shift. I did one, and then I couldn't sleep afterwards. So then I had to call in sick that, hey, I haven't slept in 30 hours. I probably can't do another shift right now. And now I have sick leave for the whole week because I was supposed to be on night shift the whole week. So they're probably not liking me that much right now. And next year they can basically say that, well, you can't do this job. You can't do night shifts. So, bye-bye. But honestly, I'd be happy with that. Getting some sort of a severance packet, being let go of that from that company, would be motivated to find something new. And I'm in the union, so, or a union, so I still get to. Ooh, that was low. So I still get paid after I get canned, for at least 6 months, almost a full salary, without having to do anything except looking for work. That's good. Night shift starts at 8. We have an evening shift, which starts at 2 o'clock. Night shift starts at 10 o'clock and lasts until 6. Evening shift is from 2 to 10 p.m. And we have a early morning shift, which starts at 6, but the regular morning shift starts at 8. Or actually, like the regular morning shift, or is it the day shift? You can start anywhere between 7 and 9. If you just do, you know, the 8 hours. Look at that. It does, doesn't it, Audio? I'm thinking that myself as well. But I just don't have the motivation because I'm so worn out after a shift to kind of look for a new job. And I will not resign because, you know, then I won't get the union money and slim chance of getting actually like hired in this climate for a new job. Okay, we got 0.3 back. If we get the balloon skip, we should be on pace. And I do not get it. I should reset, but we need to practice. I could still PB. I could even get a world record yet. Or still. Yeah, I need to get fired, and I can't resign. that's the thing. Oh! That was fast. Almost fell at the same time as the teddy. I can't die any extra times. It's the beauty of the speedrun. Maybe I should just go from below the bird. I'm never making the jump anyways. Escort birds. I need a spam can of 55.6 and 15 grenades, please. Is that a caliber? Yeah, the sorry thing is that I would have been down. I think it was like 6 months ago, or no, it would have been a year ago. We had like these big negotiations. They let go a lot of people. And the people who were let go got to choose between, you know, the employer finding them another position in the firm, or getting a 6-month severance packet. And man, I would have jumped at that, but they didn't do that for our department, so none of us was let go or was even under the threat of being let go. And I was so jealous of the other people because 6 months full pay, and you could have gotten union pay in addition to that. So I would have made more money during 6 months than when I was employed. I would have taken that so bad. Yeah. But sadly, was not an option for me. Tied? Wow. That's really good first level. Risky there. Didn't take the delay, even though the numbers were close. Ah, ghost death. Of course. Yeah, if they're gonna let me go now, there will not be any 6 months severance packets offered for sure. It'll be like, okay, can you leave in 2 weeks? Okay, bye. And I can't believe I can still tie that. Get that 0.9. It's very rare. It all depends on the, well, not all depends on it, but a big factor is this guy down here. How fast I can kill him. The next big thing, I think, is the fireball in the next screen. How close to that can I actually fall and still make it through? This fireball here, that was like pretty good. Okay, this is a fast pace so far. And then this green ball in this screen, like how close to that can I fall without dying? This feels like a fast level. And it was. Okay. Again, still tie. Took a little bit of a delay there. That's the harder start, but fast. Oh, now I needed the delay. Damn it. It's too fast. I can do that with save states and try 20 times and I will not be that fast. So I usually don't expect to be, but damn it. Can't be too fast. Can't be too fast. Unfortunately. Late. Been better with that heart today. It's like we come up with different difficult scenes for each day we play this game. It's always a different spot. Yeah, sometimes you have to tap the brake and it hurts when you're speedrunning. It hurts. That's why the first stage in Lotus 2 is the ideal speedrunning stage. Because you can hold full throttle the whole way. And if you just do it perfectly, you just get that 20 seconds remaining in Lotus 2 first stage. You can never brake, you can never let your, you know, foot off the gas. Just constant full speed. Had to stop there. With Twitter, sorry, I don't use it. I don't know. Wonder if somebody else here does. They could check. What kind of problems do you have? Is it just not loading or? Hello. Cloudflare? Okay, so there's a global issue then. That was a weird way to do that. We're struggling. Today has been the second time today that we can't quite fall there. 0.2, still really good. Hey, Homo Theolisus, thanks for dropping by. Really appreciate that. Have a great day. I will enjoy. I always enjoy this game. That's the thing. Otherwise, I wouldn't be running it so much. It's a fun game. I would like to get to other stuff too. Still, you know, like trying to find perfection here. Server's feeling a little bit down. Okay, Rick made it a little bit farther this time. Sure, like what pace we were on, really. That might have helped a little bit. Actually, no, like, if that actually even has an effect. Will be probably bigger effect is doing those platforms there in the elevator room. Riskier. Hopefully this isn't too fast. I'm kind of worried. Oof, that drip will hit me. Look at that, on pace, and we still haven't even hit the balloon trick. Please land. Oh, I was sure that it wasn't gonna hop from that platform. Jeebus. And the balloon trick. Okay, world record pace. Here we go. Good. No stupid mistakes with the bird, hopefully. Good enough. We go from below the bird. Apparently. That was a big mistake. Doesn't only affect this level, it affects the next one too, because we just lost probably a second of speed up, and we can't really afford that. Had to go early there. Okay, we made it. Excellent. Shit! I thought it was maybe too close. I haven't failed in that screen often today. If at all. Fat Man. Yeah, it was alright. There was that little mistake in level 3. Which is promising in the sense that we could be 2 seconds ahead of that pace we're comparing against. And still get that super, super fast level 5. So it has been good today. We got the second fastest run ever with the 808. Oops. We still haven't finished any runs with the perfect Egypt strats. And I have to assume that those will save us 2 to 3 seconds. And if we're on this pace that we are now, we're comparing against, that should be enough. But if we're ahead of it with that balloon skip, that should be well under 8 minutes. When I say well, I'm talking about like a 7:58, possibly. I'll take 7:59 for sure. I would not have believed that you can beat this game in under 8 minutes, not taking the question marks. I mean, we still don't know that, well, the sum of best is 7:58, yes, we know that you can do it, but, you know, obviously you're not gonna get golds every time. Now, did I press that button before or after shooting that guy? Because that makes a big difference. I don't think, oh, I was too fast. Well, never mind. Might stream on Thursday. I will stream tomorrow. That's gonna be the NES stream tomorrow morning. I'll probably stream on Friday morning, more naughty ones, but I'm not sure about Thursday morning yet. It's kind of a question mark because we have to go, or I have to go to the shop, no, mechanic, so I get the tires changed, winter tires. I can't do that myself because I don't have other set of rims, so it will go on the same rims as our summer tires. I don't know if that's faster or not when you're kind of chasing the guy. I think it is faster if you don't have to chase him. And last time we were 0.5 seconds behind the pace we were comparing against, so I would assume that it is actually quite a bit slower. That was a good drop, though. That was a good kill. Oh, a little bit early jump. Luckily, we didn't pick up the question mark, because if you do, that's run over. You can still do the any percent, though. Does that drop faster that way? I don't know. Point 3, that's good. Almost died at those middle numbers already, so I'm definitely like going too fast or something. I'm doing something wrong there. It was a weird, like, I threw that before I started walking and it felt like it got more momentum that way. Like it had stored from the previous screen or something. Nice. Okay, good. Drop. I really like how that plays out with the 9. Keep jumping around there. Oops. Yeah. I jumped too late. So I was more forward than I thought. Damn it. It is a difficult jump. It's just that I've gotten so consistent with it that it feels like a failure when I miss it. Like a stupid mistake, even though it's a difficult jump. Sun already setting. It's getting pretty bad. But in 1 hour it will be dark already. But yeah, we do have the capability. We're at the verge of getting this. I believe we can get it. There's not that incredible amount of RNG that just keeps fucking us over. We're doing quite well. Of course, we haven't seen that Egypt block in a while, the last block. You can get there on sub 8 pace and, you know, the game will just wreck you. Just wreck you because it doesn't let you through that block. That's something you have to accept. Just have to hope. Maybe you make it past that block first try, second try. Just have to be ready for that because I have the tendency of not expecting to get through on the first pass, but maybe the second or third. So I'm kind of already doing the jump for the second attempt when I'm still doing the first one. Which means that I might get inside the block and then turn away from it. And end up outside it again. I kind of missed my shot there. So basically just getting the balloon skip and carrying out the run. That's the recipe for world record at the moment. Of course, I don't even yet know. Oh shit! I was just turning back, but didn't. I don't even yet know if the balloon skip is something that you do need for the sub 8. So if I get a sub 8 without the balloon skip, will I be happy with it? Difficult question. Because my goal there is getting all the tricks or sub 8. And saves you like 2 seconds, so. Yeah, I could never do something like that. My rule used to be that the run can't be more than 15 minutes long if I'm to do it. I have, you know, not being that strict with that. Chaos Engine 17 minutes, a flashback 27 minutes on Amiga, 19 on DOS. Yeah, other Rick Dangerous was 17 minutes. But it's in that region, right? But if it's an hour, to be fair, Jurassic Park run was an hour when I first did it. But then I learned some of the glitches and we got it down to like 34 minutes, and now Lynn has taken it down even further. An interesting start. I didn't take the... I didn't know you could do that. Or maybe I've seen it, but... Okay, didn't die. That's good. But yeah, it's just... So I'm afraid during this run, which is an 8-minute run, I'm scared of losing that super good pace due to a silly mistake or RNG or, you know, whatever. And imagine doing that for like 55 minutes, and then you're like at the end like, well, it just doesn't always line up right, and you just have to go again. Just don't have that kind of patience with speedrunning. Yeah. By the way, if I didn't say hi today, because had the same color as Hal said. Or just hey, okay, we made it through. Hopefully, Tuesday's treating Dave well as well. It's kind of a joke that the bosses can be killed with the lightning shot. Just as, you know, any other enemy. With the regular weapon, they take a lot of hits. Ooh, look at that gain there. I was a little bit risky there, but it paid off. I forgot to shoot one lightning when I went dropped down from there, so a little bit of scrambling. Ooh, balloon skip, world record pace. Here we go. Choo-choo. Press down twice to slow me down a little bit, so I get the right distance on that jump. That was bad. Jumped a little bit too high. Okay. Could have maybe afforded the first mistake, but not the second one. It's so weird that that has become an issue. But it was something I originally didn't do. I always jumped down, hit that trigger below, and started climbing after that. And honestly, like, since you have to take the delay, going there and stopping, I wonder how much faster it actually is. It might be like one jump. Because I can do the glitch with the old strats. Zyga, by the way, said Blue Sky still works. And I didn't say hi to you. And welcome to the stream. Probably gone now. Imagine that first time chatter come on stream. Streamer doesn't even say hi. I'm so bad with stuff like that. I even have the you know, the bot give that reading that I can hear. But if I'm at the midst of doing a speed run, you can't check it right then. And if it's a long run, like it takes like maybe that 8 minutes, which is long for me. Maybe you forgot about it already, but I should always, when I reset the run, I should always scan the chat, like what happened. And I'm pretty bad about that. I feel sorry about it. Also, like, if I do miss your message, don't feel bad about, you know, just writing the same comment again so that I do see it. I don't mind. Not taking that. I think, like, if I walk too fast, I can't drop as quickly. On a grind, to be fair. I appreciate that. I just want to welcome everybody to this channel who happened to maybe come by. Ugh. I feel like we missed the shot. We were on a good roll at about an hour into the stream. I mean, the very first run that made it deep, which I think was the second run today. I think that made it all the way to Egypt. I was like super scared. Like, it was too good of a pace. Maybe it didn't make it that far, but it was like really, really good. And I need some time to settle. So the heart rate goes down. I'm used to getting to the last world on a good pace. Because the first times I do, I'm too nervous to actually close it. Wonder if that was fast or slow. But yeah, I still have no idea what I'm gonna start playing tomorrow on NES. We beat Swordmaster. Excellent. I don't have the next game really set out. I've been talking about Castlevanias for a long while. I still haven't played 1 or 3. I'm familiar with the games, but I haven't played them myself. We've only finished Castlevania 2 because that's what I had when I was a holy diver. Are you trying to make me cry or something? Probably never touch that game. There are a couple of games on my list there for NES stuff. Gunnack, the Castlevania games, Shatterhand, Ghost Death, of course. Yeah, we can die to that clock even after having killed it because there's some glitch that makes the, you know, the whatever this thing is, pendulum, appear out of nowhere after it dies. We have finished Vice Project Doom, and it was pretty recently as well. I did like that game. Mega Man. I have not finished Mega Man 2 on stream. It's my favorite Mega Man, but I'm not sure if I even want to do Mega Man games on stream. Maybe we'll do that Mega Man clone with the witch and the broom. Haven't even put that on my list, but I'd be interested in play that. We have finished the second Batman. The first Batman I'm not interested in. I don't like purple Batman. Yeah, this is something about the first Batman game that makes it feel like it's not a Batman game. It's just your generic NES platformer that was then, you know, made to seem like a Batman game. I don't know. Darkwing Duck seemed interesting. Yeah, I think my biggest problem is with the, the weapons Batman has in that game. Like, they don't feel Batman-y. Those are good suggestions. I can't remember what Xanadu is like, though. Zelda 2 or Castlevania 2. Then it might be up my alley. Creepy art. I'm surprised how much I liked Sweet Home. It was my first RPG game ever. And now I'm kind of thinking that, are there other good ones? Oh, that was close. That I've been missing out on. A scary drop below you, which is waiting. But it works out. It works out. Yeah, it has some heart puzzles and, heart other stuff as well. Maybe I should still drop to that side, like if I'm close to it. Ooh. A little later jump. Make this more comfortable. I lost time? Why did I lose time? Shit, that was... Hey, thanks for the follow, I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. You hit that heart and now you're in beast mode. Follows are anonymous on this channel, so hello. You can just do that and not do anything else. Pablo, welcome to the channel. How goes it? How goes your Tuesday? And we have RM Sin as well. Welcome. Ooh, that was not smart. And I appreciate the good luck. I will be needing it. And I have needed it. You should have been here earlier wishing me better luck. Little micro adjustment to make sure that that shot hits. Might bite us in the ass because every single second or fraction of a second we spent after getting the speed bonus is away from getting to the glitch screen still with that speed. Up. Okay, we made it. That was a little bit of a wing there, but we made it. Point and click games? Have you found anything interesting? If you haven't played Universe, I do recommend that. That's one of my favorite point and clicks on Amiga. Would a point and click game be difficult to make on the Scorpion engine? Wondering what games Ted will keep making. First one was a shmup though. The ones we haven't played yet. Cruise for a Corpse is one that I haven't played. Could be a better pace. It was the Flight of the Amazon Queen. I haven't played that one either. Then again, I haven't played Beneath the Steel Sky and other classics like it either, because I'm not really a point and click guy kind of guy. Okay, made it through the bird. It's the snake. And then roulette jump. Okay. Have a try. Please don't mess this up. Okay, good. Please. Second pass! You have 10 seconds. Yes! Woo-hoo-hoo! We got it! It might even be a 757 if we frame count it.
Good day, mate.
Yes! Thanks for the big emote, your big GGs. Ah, yeah. Well, not, but still. Whew. I was sure that the new strats would do it. We were right on pace. We could have been... It could have been better. Like, we lost time in Foreign Affairs. No, World on Fire. Not much. Minuscule amount, but I was expecting that we make up more time in Foreign Affairs, but I did have to do that little micro adjustment, and maybe the stars weren't that fast, but overall, good run. I was surprised that we lost time in Crazy Clocks, though. That was the surprising part. But it, the base that we're comparing against did have a strong Crazy Clocks, but that was like a weak Crazy Clocks. Yeah. Thanks for the big emote, Unicron, as well. Thanks for the GG's Pack B, or Classman, Saiga Forum, Party Candle, welcome to the stream as well. Unicron, Chipupu, Style Drop, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much. Man, finally got it. Look at that sum of best segments now. 753. It really paid off doing those more difficult Egypt strats. Saved a bunch of time. That was like a 5-second gain from the sum of bests. Because we were at 758 and now it's 753. What do the question marks even do in this game? They give you a speed up, which obviously makes speedrunning this much faster. And it makes some glitches... Well, easier, at least. But also, yeah, you just go faster, so some screens are much easier because of it. You can get lightning shots, so you have more ammo to spend. You can get lives, so you can do more deliberate deaths. to get through stuff faster, like the level 4 boss. If you have lives to spend, it's about a second faster to go through it with the deliberate death. And Egypt has multiple screens where you could be faster with the deliberate death. It also give you invulnerability, which will be super important in the future, because we're going to start running it so that we get a very specific glitch. Yeah, it's a big RNG fest. So basically, it's just resetting until you get all the specific stuff from each question mark along the way. So that's why I kind of made up this category, no question marks, so that you could have fun with the game without having to worry about the RNG. Second pass through the final block too, that was amazing luck. The first time we now got there. What you could do faster... Well, you could just execute faster, but obviously the fastest fast for level 1, saving that lightning shot for later, it's one thing. In level 2, you could risk getting the middle of the stage extra life, where you have that question mark 2. You could risk getting that and trying to get back on the platform, saving you one jump. That's the one thing you could do. Level 3, just execute better, I guess. Level 4, same thing. You could do the boss one cycle earlier if you're comfortable with the air that the ball is getting, so that would save you a second. Level 5 we did pretty much optimally, but you could still get through the final block with your first try. So, as you can see from the golds, 753, you could be 5 seconds faster, which is hard to believe after that run, but apparently it is possible. And we were on a 2-second better pace 3 times today. So we could have closed it at 7:56 or 7:55 even today. But it seems that difficult that I'm happy with being the first sub 8. Super hang on beginner's course. Now, next what we're gonna do is do the RNG fest and try to get it down to 7:30. Because if you can do this in sub 8, you should be able to do that in sub 7:30. Now let's save the splits. We only have, this is the RNG here. We only have 2,600 runs and 32 finished ones. The recent amount is just insane. There's no other game that I have more than 1,000 runs on. And this one has 2,600. Sum of best segments 727, but I found a new 12-second skip. So sum of best is actually 715. So you should be able to get 730. But let's look at that new glitch that I found. I could show it here. Just depends on if I... and the RNG here is that what will I get from that question mark? So now you've seen a life and a speed up and possibly extra ammo. But if we get this, I might have blown it. You can drop through here and just walk. And when you have speed, you can even just walk through this part without even dying. Your invulnerability runs out about here. But that's gonna be the big reset spot for this run is that we need to get invulnerability from this one specific question mark. If you don't get it from here, then it doesn't work. So that's gonna be fun to grind. We are gonna have speed up there, so it's gonna be faster to go through everything, but you're gonna need to get invulnerability from this question mark. And invulnerability is one of the less likely things you can get from a question mark. So it's gonna be even tougher. So as soon as we drop down here, we're not gonna even go for this key. So you just take this, get invulnerability, and you go through, saving you the time it takes to go down and then back up with the elevator. The time it takes to navigate through this part and killing this guy, going around here and down with the clocks and all that. And all in all, it's about 12 seconds, which is a lot in that run. So there's something to look forward to. But yeah, happy with that. We're gonna leave. I won't be grinding that category any more than that. That was good enough. We could have been 2 seconds faster, but I think we might have gotten, if I frame counted, a 7:57, which is really, really good. And it's gonna be hard to beat for anybody. It's gonna try it. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm stopping it there. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for you know, keeping me sane. Couldn't do that without you guys. It's much more harder to just run games offline, and that's why I never do it. The chatting keeps me sane, and it's makes just playing much more fun. And hopefully you enjoyed it too. Yeah, truly do appreciate you guys watching. Let's see, Bobby is just starting out his stream. And it's gonna be an Amiga stream. I'm just gonna check, just in case, if there is any other Amiga streams on. Not anybody who actually is doing Amiga gaming. So let's go raid Bobby. Go ahead, say hi there. Does a lot of Amiga, but also other stuff. Cool, chill guy who goes on rants sometimes, which is even more entertaining. If the raid doesn't take you, this is the channel. Yeah, thanks for watching, Zyga. And Packby. Appreciate that. Here. Everybody. But yeah, have a good one. Demir signing out. Pleased to have been maybe able to entertain you today. And we'll continue tomorrow. Demir signing out. Oh, bye-bye.